There are drastic changes coming to gold openers in 14.3 where they've been completely removed from the game. This change affects every player regardless of elo, but why did they make this change? Well, as it turns out, trading 12 gold for items was a disgustingly large advantage that was just unfair in the early game. And with it, your econ could be an entire stage ahead even without any econ augments. Of course, this is very silly, so Riot are removing it from the game ahead of the Remix Rumble Championship to equalize the playing field and maintain competitive integrity in the tournament. Those competitive players have already voiced their complaints about gold openers, and you may be familiar with one of those pros, and that's K3 Soju, where he says that even parking lot players can't bot full with a gold opener. Now, I have no clue what a parking lot player is, but am I worse than them considering that I've went 8th with a gold opener before? But of course, gold openers aren't gone forever and they will come back in a later patch. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe. So of course, as I mentioned, in the next patch, gold openers are gone, which means that everyone will get the same opener, which is 3 components and 6 gold. That 6 gold can be in the form of units, duplicators, or straight up just gold, but the point is that the value of all the gold you can receive in the first stage in the next 2 patches is fixed at 6 gold. But this does achieve the intended effect, which is to limit the variance of stage 1 to very little. Now all players will basically have the same opener as each other, which is in turn fair to every player in the same game. Now of course, this is a temporary fix to the gold opener problem, and completely removing gold openers from the game isn't exactly what Riot wants, as gold openers add good variance to openers and stop them from being monotonous. Riot's solution is an overhaul to the loot and drop system that will still have some fun variance, but it will still ensure that the playing field is equal for every player. Mortdog goes on to mention that while they could add the fix to gold openers in 14.4, they wouldn't ship it in that patch, as that patch is the one the Remix Rumble Championship will be played on, and Riot want to avoid overhauling the game just before the tournament, which obviously makes sense, right? Now, what exactly the overhaul entails isn't known for now, and we likely won't find out for another 4 weeks, but I imagine the overhaul isn't too dissimilar to what we currently have. But what I want to see is Riot address how atomic trades can be dropped for one player and not the other players, and other inconsistencies like that. But I assume they will address those problems, and this patch is actually looking quite exciting. However, while the change is great, it isn't coming until patch 14.5, and for now, openers will be pretty bland for the next few patches. But each patch isn't just about this one system. There's a lot of other changes in a patch. In fact, I'm playing the 14.3 patch right now on PBE, on stream, and for the next week, so if you want to see the other changes, make sure you pop by. For example, amongst the balance changes, there's a new UI for the team planner. Ooh. But yeah, with that, I will end this goodie special, brought to you by my lactose intolerance, which has been acting up recently. And now I'll pass over some questions to you guys. What do you think about the current state of loot drops? Are you looking forward to the system overhaul? Do you want to see more short content like this? And most importantly, what are your dietary requirements? Let me know in the comments, and remember to maybe you don't want to let me know about that actually. Anyway, check out these other videos if you want to see more from me, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.